Hello everyone and welcome back to Good Thing Bad Thing. Yes, this classic series where we go over the good things for a given video game and nitpick the bad things. Now when's the last time I did a GTBT vid? Well, that would be September 25th, 2022. If you're doing the math at home, that's a little bit over a year now. A year and 2 days to be exact. Well, I think it's time the series returns with a discussion of F-Zero 99. It's a free game that comes with the Nintendo Online membership. And much like Tetris 99, Super Mario Bros. 35, and Pac-Man 99, it takes a classic game and puts a battle royale spin on it. So I talked about all of those three games on my channel. I'd say it's time we put F-Zero 99 under the microscope. Without further ado, let's get started.
Good thing!
As I just mentioned, this is part of a recurring series of Nintendo games that get the Battle Royale treatment, and much like the three that came before them, I find this one quite addicting. You keep trying to place higher and higher. Good job making these dopamine rush games, Nintendo.
Bad thing.
But for the first F-Zero game since 2004, did it really have to be an online Battle Royale game? Couldn't have been something more expansive? Come on, Nintendo, stop teasing us and give us a big-time F-Zero game.
Good thing!
This game is based on the 1990 SNES F-Zero game, and what's an awesome thing about that game? The music. You get the soundtrack in all its glory here, with particularly awesome songs on Big Blue and Mute City. Not to mention the menu music is awesome too.
Bad thing.
Though I really do wonder what an F-Zero with HD graphics might have looked like. Don't get me wrong, the retro graphics are probably nice for older folks with SNES nostalgia, but for me the game does look flat after a while.
Good thing!
Once I figured out how to use the spin attack, I realized how much fun that was. You can even use it in tandem with your boost. Speed up your machine, then ram into a bunch of racers ahead of you. Nice.
Bad thing.
There's also a massive sensory overload from being somewhere in the middle of the pack against those 98 other racers though. I find if I play this game for too long, it strains my eyes.
Good thing!
There are sparks that fly all over the track, and also the Sparkmobile, so to speak. If you run into that and collect sparks, you eventually charge up your boost meter so that you can ride the Skyway. And with all the speed boosts up there, it's certainly a fun way to gain a few places.
Bad thing.
When you're in the middle of the pack though, it can be particularly challenging to break into the top 10. A reviewer I read backed this opinion up. And when I get these S-rank pilots to contend with, I'll be honest, it's tough for me to rank high. It's not like that Skyway is a bullet bill or anything.
Good thing!
You get a ton of customization options. You can unlock different colors for your machines, but the real options come with your pilot cards. You can unlock tons of different backgrounds and badges, making it known to your rivals that you have accomplished a lot heading into a race.
Bad thing.
Well, that's the customization for decoration. I wish the same could be said for the actual machine selection. You only get 4 of those. It does allow for some different playstyles, I'll give you that, but I guess I'm used to being spoiled with Mario Kart games and having even more options.
Good thing!
Evidently, the game is going to receive updates this month and October that will add additional tracks to this game. Hooray! Nintendo knows they have a hit on their hands and they're not ignoring their game.
Bad thing.
But as of now, there's exactly 4 frickin' tracks that you can pick in a regular F-Zero 99 match. And Sand Ocean and Deathwind don't even come up that often. Most people pick Big Blue and Mute City. Wonder why that is.
Good thing!
There's plenty of other online options besides the regular F-Zero 99 though, which cycle through. You get a Mini Prix, a Grand Prix, and also certain selections of more difficult tracks. It's a good way to test your mettle as it's a true elimination contest.
Bad thing.
But those events cycle through so quickly. One time I entered a Grand Prix when the event was about to change in literally 3 seconds. So because I was the very last match, half of the racers I got paired up with were bots.
Off-topic thing.
My New York Giants may be bad, but at least they're not giving up 70 points bad. Wow. Well, thanks to Dolphins running back Devon Achane for winning me $35 in fantasy football.
Good thing!
Despite my last bad thing story about the bots, that's about the only time I've encountered them. 99% of the time you will be playing as one of 99 other humans, and your load screen times will be nice and fast between races.
Bad thing.
One screen I don't like that essentially functions as another loading screen is the lucky bumper bonus. Like, I lost, I got blown up, don't try to give me another 30 seconds to bump around other people who are still in.
Good thing.
The ranking up system gives you a detailed descriptions of all the different accomplishments you may have had at the end of each race to earn points. You could have had a great lap bonus, a KO bonus, or even a top 10 spark collector bonus, as I've often had. Still looking to get my first top 10 brawler. I guess I'm not that aggressive.
Bad thing.
But let's say you have one of those bad races and get blown up. What does the game do? It gives you a 10-point participation bonus. Come on, Nintendo, are you really so soft that you're handing out participation trophies?
Good thing.
That booster bar in the upper right corner is a key part of the game's strategy, and I appreciate that. I like racing as the Golden Fox because it replenishes your boost so quickly, or the Wild Goose because of its durability. Not to mention KOs can replenish your boost all the way.
Bad thing.
But then there's those races where you're low on energy. I think it would be helpful if the game maybe flashed on your screen when the bar is, let's say, 75% depleted. Instead, anytime you get that message power down on your screen, you know you're pretty much screwed.
Good thing.
Unlike in Tetris 99, this game not only gives you a number rank, it also gives you a letter rank, so you can advance higher that way and face off against other pilots of a similar skill level. I for one am a B rank pilot, and I like to compare my stats to all the other B ranked pilots at the end of every race.
Bad thing.
But I think the rivalry system is pretty stupid, and you should just win or lose rank depending on where you finish among all the pilots of a certain letter. For example, one time I finished in the top 30, and I lost rank because all 4 finished ahead of me. Not fair. On the same token, I've gotten like 91st place, but because someone gets blown up before me, I actually do rank up. Like, usually it makes more sense than this, but there are cases like this.
Good thing.
A weird bit of satisfaction I get from the loading screen is not just the menu music, but also seeing all 99 pilots lined up. Names from around the world will pop up and the machines will spin around. It's just cool to see them all there ready to go. It gives you some eye candy.
Bad thing.
Some of those tips they give you on the loading screens though, man, it should be painfully obvious to anyone who's ever played a video game. Going out of bounds slows you down. Really, who would have thunk it?
Good thing.
But there is a certain way this game gives you the ropes without completely babying you, which I appreciate. In Tetris 99, there was no tutorial, just throw you straight to the wolves. In this game, you do get a nice mini tutorial before you race against other people.
Bad thing.
I'm just realizing there are technically 6 tracks in the game, so why are we only allowed to race on 4 in the regular F-Zero 99 mode? Like seriously, let me say this again to re-emphasize how much of a bad thing this is. It feels mostly just like it's Big Blue and Mute City.
Good thing.
After using it as my main vehicle in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I can now say I am quite happy to race with the legendary Blue Falcon in F-Zero 99.
Bad thing.
Here's this game's true biggest limitation with 1990 graphics. We don't get to see Captain Falcon ride in that Blue Falcon. So what are your thoughts on F-Zero 99? What do you think the good things and bad things are? Let me know in the comments. We'll see what I do in the coming weeks, but one other game that may be getting the GTBT treatment, that would be Super Mario Wonder after that comes out. Bye bye.